Hello guys, how are we all doing? Welcome back to yet another video, and what an amazing game we have just watched at the Vitality. Coventry City picking up a 2-2 draw at Bournemouth, who could have gone top of the league with that one. What a point, 2 goals in the last 10 minutes.
Man, it was an absolute madness, wasn't it? I think for the majority of that game, Bournemouth were probably on top. Coventry had spells of momentum in their favour. And even after the red card that Bournemouth got, as you can see up in this corner here, I still say Bournemouth were looking pretty good. And then all of a sudden, they shut up shop and, well, we just smashed the doors in and said, no, we're not taking this. And 2-2. Great result in the end for us. Absolutely spirit to the end, mate. Fighting to the end. We'll fight till the game is won. Draw, but whatever.
We'll fight till the game is drawn. Yeah, a massive point. If we break the game down, before the game, Coventry City were 5th. Obviously, AFC Bournemouth were 2nd. We both stayed where we were in the table, but it's more than that. Coventry City came away to Bournemouth. Remember, this team beat us twice last season. 3-1 at St Andrews, 4-1 at the Vitality, and they've got better since last year as well, remember that. Bournemouth are a very good team this year. I expect them to get automatically promoted. So for Coventry City to rock up and do what we've done, if we break the game down, obviously, the first 45 minutes, there wasn't a lot in it. There wasn't very many chances in it, but they scored just before half-time with a cross that turned into a goal from Anthony.
Yeah, I mean, it was probably bad defending from Todd Kane, who's actually the hero at the end of the game. But like from him in that point, he sort of let Anthony turn onto his right foot. He's a left-sided player who plays with his right foot, right? So he lets him onto his right foot and he whips an in-swinging cross in, one of the most beautiful crosses you could ever wish for as a striker. Goes in just inside the back post. If it's a flick on, it's a goal. If not, it's a goal, right? Beautiful ball. And yeah, as we see, it goes in. Todd Kane, could he have done better there, not let him on his right foot? Probably. As far as the second goal is concerned, literally identical to the first one, except this time someone gets a touch. It's Philip Billing, I think, and it's a carbon copy. But this time, Dom Hyen really should have, again, learned from the mistake of the first goal, not let this geezer on his right foot, and unfortunately they did, and they scored, and we went 2-0 down. It was
that goal came on the 66th minute, about halfway through the second half. So a quarter of the game to go, you're thinking Bournemouth have probably got the job done. And it was frustrating as well, because that came just after Gyökeres had come on. And you're probably thinking any chance Coventry City have got of getting anything out of this has gone. But the game for me really did change on the red card. Poor pass to Lerma. He miscontrols it.
Shocker, yeah.
Godden gets in there like you expect him to, and Lerma brings him down. Free kick on the edge of the box, but a red card with about 20 minutes to go. That was a turning point.
Do you know what? You say this. I don't think it was, really. I think in the end, the 10 men might have hindered them, but after the red card, Bournemouth was still on top. They were still controlling the game, and Coventry didn't really have much in it. I'm going to stand by that. But then I think all of a sudden, Bournemouth just decided, probably like the 75th, 80th minute, that would do. We're just going to sit behind the ball now. And that's just not something to do. It's not a good way of playing, because I still think they were doing all right after the red card. But that tactical decision to sort of just sit and hold didn't pay off for them, as we saw. And then, I don't know, I think they could have kept on playing there, and they probably would have come away with the win. But in the end, like I say, we were fighting till the final whistle, and did we get our just deserves? Possibly, but we shall say the red card. It is a red card, no problem. But the geezer that's tried to pass that to Lerma has sold him down the river big time.
He's as much to blame as Lerma is.
It's a shocking ball, and Lerma, I feel for him there, because he's obviously miscontrolled a shocking pass, and then he's had to try and make up for it, and obviously he's got the red card. It's a shame for Bournemouth, obviously, but for Cov, sick, mate. Love that.
Absolutely. For the last 15 minutes, it became siege mentality from Bournemouth. They seemed to sit back thinking, well, with 15 minutes to go, we've got enough quality to probably get the job done. We might concede 1, but we probably wouldn't concede 2. Well, that's not how it played out. The first goal was really good from Liam Kelly. He seemed to burst through. He lost the ball, and he still got it back. And Matty Godden at the right place at the right time. That was on 85 minutes. At that point, it was like, I don't know if there's enough time, but it was a big goal, that one.
But touching on that, one of the things we were mentioning throughout the game is our inability to shoot. Our inability to just shoot at the goal is disgusting. I hate watching it. I'm just thinking, shoot. Someone shoot. You're in the box. Have a dig. Work the goalkeeper. And that was one of the only points in the game when we actually did. Obviously, Godden had that back heel shot in the first half. Bit tame, not really a lot about that. Todd Kane actually put a brilliant ball through. Was it in the first half as well? And if Godden got a touch on that, we probably would have gone and scored there. But yeah, right at the end there, Liam Kelly, he has a shot. One of the first times we've actually had a proper shot in the game. Makes the keeper work. He parries it straight to Godden. Godden finishes it off like the goal poacher he is.
Absolutely.
He's in the right place, right time. Thank you very much. 2-1. And then from there, it's all in Coventry's favour.
It's all Coventry. It's Bournemouth just thinking to themselves, get the 2-1 over the line. Coventry thinking, throw everything at them. Made a couple of changes. Jody Jones came on. I thought he was quite good, shifting the ball around. It got to 95 minutes. Obviously, 5 minutes were added on. And you're thinking, that's probably it. One last attack. And Todd Kane out wide, he's crossing it in, and we're looking from our angle thinking, where's this landing? And it lands in the back of the net.
Honestly, it was really weird because I was like, what's going on? Where's the ball gone? It's in the back of the net. It's gone straight over the goalkeeper. I don't know what the goalkeeper's doing. It was a weird one. He looked like he was... did it take a deflection? I couldn't tell. But the goalkeeper, has he had a mare there? I'm not too sure. But Todd Kane, who was at fault for the first goal, in my opinion, has essentially won us the point there, hasn't he?
Oh.
Whipping that ball straight over the goalkeeper into the back of the net. Shall we mention Fankati Dabo?
Yeah, I mean, although we've picked up a great point, there's a couple of players we could just mention for positives and negatives. While we were losing, we were ripping into Dabo and maybe Hyam a bit, but Dabo, not quite in form.
He had a shocker.
Towards the end, he was making up for it with his movement forwards, but yeah, it wasn't great in the first half.
He was, at half time, I wanted him to come off. And I know we didn't have a defender on the bench, but I thought, please get him off. He was having a stinker. His passes were all over the place. He just looked like a rabbit in the headlights, playing like in a back three. I know it's not his usual position, but he just looked shocking. When the tide turned in about the 80th minute onwards, he actually started to look all right.
Yeah.
So I can't criticise him too much, really, because we got the point in the end. But he didn't look good in that back three. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen more and more, or if it's just because we haven't got any defenders to play there, you know. But
I would imagine that was just because Michael Rose was ill.
Possibly. I don't want that to keep going on, though, because he looked horrendous. Bless him, though. Like, he still works hard. We love Dabo.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not slagging Dabo off, saying he's rubbish and anything like this. Absolutely not the case whatsoever. He's not in good form. We saw that in the first half and halfway through the second half. Passing, awful. But stuck with him to the end. And, I mean, he came off, didn't he? He was playing really well in that second, probably 80 minutes onwards, when he was getting some runs down the right, passes down the right for Todd Kane and stuff. And Todd Kane, by the way, what a good delivery he's got.
Yeah. If we flip it into positives now, man of the match, I mean, you've got Todd Kane.
Ben Sheaf,
Ben Sheaf was fantastic.
Really
honestly, a quick word on Ben Sheaf as well. A lot of players are quick to, a lot of fans are quick to jump on him when he has a bad game or a bad touch in a good game. Today, I thought he was pretty faultless and maybe my man of the match.
Yeah, I'd probably go with that as well, you know. Like, I thought he had a really solid game. He looked really composed on the ball. And he looks like one of these players, I mentioned it in this live stream, he looks like one of these players that's played at a higher level, and you can see it about his gameplay, his movement, and his temperament. He looks so composed on the ball, and he looks like he deserves to be there, you know.
Absolutely.
And I can't really say that about the rest of the Cov players, or most of them anyway. Like, they looked flustered. When Bournemouth pressed us, we did not have a clue.
No.
Really, did we? Like, that first half, we were just trying to play hoofball because we just did not have a clue. But Ben Sheaf, for me, was probably the standout player. And probably Liam Kelly had a good game as well.
Kelly,
and do you know what? I thought Jamie Allen was all right.
Allen was okay.
And I slag him off big time.
McFadzine had a good game,
Yeah, he did,
as far as I'm concerned. Quite a few positives. I don't think Simon Moore was too bad. Couldn't have done much about the goals. Look, it's a good result. We'll move on to the next game against West Brom.
Ultimately, I think that's a fair result. It's a good result for us, a fair result, and an entertaining game. Mate, for the fans that were there, I bet that was amazing.
Honestly, the Sky Blue Army were fantastic. From what we could see as well, really good support as per usual. Going to wish Bournemouth all the best for the rest of the season. I do expect them to get automatically promoted, but it's a massive point for our team, Coventry City. Give us your thoughts down in the comments. Thank you for joining me today, Cookie.
Absolutely, mate. It was wicked. Really enjoyed that game.
Wonderful. We'll see you in the next video. Peace out.
Safe.